Welcome to Mailbox Monday for May 7th. This will be the special Free Comic Book Day edition. We had quite the day. We went over to Free Comic Book Day at the Source and then went and saw The Avengers, which was a very good movie. I thought I was going to have like 3 books today, but then I got a whole bunch more when I was at the Source, so now I have a whole bunch more. Anyways, I'll start with the ones I got for review. The first one I got for review through Amazon Vine is Aleph the Unseen by G. Willow Wilson. And this sounds like a really interesting book. It basically is about an Arabian hacker who gets, he gets in a whole bunch of trouble. And in the process of fleeing, he discovers the 1001 Days book, which is some secret magical book that unleashes a new level of information technology. So it sounds kind of like a fantasy cyberpunk thriller of sorts. Anyways, it just sounded really interesting and I decided to pick it up to review. The second one I got for review is also through Amazon Vine program, and that is A Confusion of Princes by Garth Nix. I've read a number of Garth Nix books. He wrote the Sabriel series and the Seventh Tower series, and really liked it. This is supposed to be, it sounds kind of like a science fiction fantasy about intergalactic princes or something like that. If you haven't read his Sabriel, Lyriel, and Abhorsen novels, those are really, really good. So, how many times have I said like a billion times? Anyways, this is supposed to be good. Oh, I didn't tell you when these guys get released. This one gets released in June, I believe. No, July. July 2012, that one comes out. They're comparing this one to novels by like Neil Gaiman, Philip Pullman, and Neil Stephenson, a blend of all those. That should be good. And this one comes out, I believe, next week. So I don't have much time to read it before it comes out, but I will get to it in the next couple weeks probably. Alright, those are the ones I got for review. Then I did borrow one book from my mom, and that's The 13th Child by Patricia C. Werde. I actually got the second book in this series, Across the Great Barrier, and this is the Frontier Magic series, and didn't realize it was the second book in the series. So my mom happened to have this book sitting around, and I asked to borrow it so I could read it before I read Across the Great Barrier. Like I'm never going to get to it, but I'll try. Now we go on to the books that I bought. The first book that I bought, but have not yet read, is, of course, Insurgent by Veronica Roth. Divergent was an excellent book, and I look forward to reading this one, even though it's really huge. I think it's like close to 500 and some pages long. I had to get this the day it was released, but I have no idea when I'm going to have time to read it. So, yay me for getting it the day it was released, and now it can sit around for a while. I will review it though, and I'll try to get to it in the next month or so, even though I have like a ton of other books to read. The next 2 books I bought at the Source today, Free Comic Book Day. They were having a big deal. Everything in the store was 20% off, and they have some really unique stuff there that's hard to find other places. So the first one I bought is called Yasha Kiden the Demon Princess, and this is, if you guys have ever read Vampire Hunter D by, I'm going to murder his name, but Hideyuki Kikuchi, this is written by the same guy. And it's about, you've heard Demon City Shinjuku mentioned in Vampire Hunter D, and this is about a huntress, the Demon Princess. She's a man hunter named Setsura Aki, and she hunts vampires and stuff like that. Anyways, I've been wanting to read this for a while. I saw it there and I thought, why not? I'll pick it up. And then the other one I got was kind of a surprise. It's called The Saga of Rex by Michael Gagne, and I found this in the kids section with my son, and we were actually looking at the Amulet series, which I own all of, and I was looking for the Complete Bone, which is the Bone series, that I was looking for the full book of it, and I didn't find that, but I found this, and this one is really, really cool. It has got some of the most beautiful pictures in it. And it's one of those books, it's got a little bit of writing in the beginning that talks about this world and how all this stuff happens. But then as it goes on, I'm trying to find one of the really stunning drawings. Anyways, you see some really neat artwork in here. It's just, it doesn't do it justice, but it's just beautiful artwork throughout. And it pretty much tells the story in pictures, and it's all about this little fox, Rex, who gets taken into space into a different world and has to, basically goes on an epic quest of his own. And it was really, really good, and it's beautiful, and I loved it. And I want to go see what else this guy has written, because I just fell in love with this book, and I'm so happy that I picked it up. And so those are all the full books that I got. And I thought I'd go through the comics that I got for Free Comic Book Day today as well. My favorite is this one. It is a hardback of The Mouse Guard, The Labyrinth and Other Stories. It's a Free Comic Book Day hardcover anthology. And this isn't all Mouse Guard in here. There is definitely a story about the Mouse Guard, but there's also stories about other things. So I'm trying to remember what all. There's a story from Jim Hans's Labyrinth, a story from Return of the Dapperman, a story from Rust, a story from Cursed Pirate Girl, and a story from Cowboy. And it's all in this really cute little hardback thing we got for free. So I'm excited to read that. My son was excited about it too. The other one I started reading already is Lady Death, The Beginning. And this one looks pretty cool. You know, the only thing I haven't been liking about it is all the females are incredibly scantily clad and well endowed, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it's been kind of an interesting read so far. We also got Bad Medicine for Free Comic Book Day. I have no idea what this is about. This one I'm excited about. We got a sample issue of The Infernal Devices, Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare with art by Hayukun Baek. So, you know, this one's all black and white, but looks interesting. This is one that looks fun, Atomic Robo. And my son is like really excited about it because it's got dinosaurs and robots. So how could you go wrong, right? We also got Witchblade, a sample of Witchblade. Sonic the Hedgehog was part of the kids' comics. A new Spider-Man comic. Season 1. The New 52, this one's advertising all their new Origin Myth comics. Serenity, so there's a new Serenity comic coming out. And then they also had a Star Wars one. And this is Valiant 2012. No idea what this is about. But it's got some pretty cool pictures and stuff in it. Oh, sorry about the glare there, guys. Alright, we got a sample of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and The Guild. The Avengers Age of Ultron. Seriously, we just got a ton. We got a huge bag of comments. This is Anti. And then on the other side is Ride, a sample of Ride. That's just a marketplace thing. Burt Ward, Boy Wonder, and then Wrath of the Titans comic book sample. This is the censored Howard Cruz. Sorry. SpongeBob comics, which was also part of the kids pack, and a sample of Bongo comics. This one is really cute. It reminds me of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's like Zombie Kid, and it's kind of formatted like this. And then it even had some like mazes and puzzles and stuff at the end, which my son was like, woohoo! So, The World of Aspen 2012, and this one goes through a little large sample of comics. There's some cool pictures in this one as well. This is the Green Lantern Young Justice League, and then Superman's Family Adventures. And then the last one was Donald Duck Family Comics. So there were just a ton of them, and some of them were pretty cool. And we had a really good time because, I mean, everybody's crazy there. Like, everybody loves comics and loves fantasy, and the Avengers movie was coming out, and everybody was so excited, and we got free food, and stood in line forever to buy stuff, and talked about games, and it was just a really good time. And if you haven't seen the Avenger movie, it was really good, so go see it. It's very funny. And even my 5-year-old sat through all 2.5 hours of it and really enjoyed it. So that's all I have. I'm going to try to add links to some of these other books down below, but to be honest, I'm kind of tired, and it's Saturday night and I have a lot of other stuff to do, exciting stuff like laundry, stuff like that. But I will talk to you guys later, and I hope a lot of people got to go to Free Comic Book Day, and I hope that the comic stores had nice big fun events and people there signing the stuff, and you guys had as much fun as we did. Alright, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.